call to prophethood. Muhammad was born into the Quraysh tribe in Mecca around 570. In the year 610, Muhammad received the call as he approached the age of 40. The event is described in the Quran as a sudden explosion. One night on Mount Hira, where Muhammad spent a month each year, he was visited in his sleep by the angel Gabriel, who commanded him to begin reciting. It followed that the angel Gabriel would be the channel of communication between Muhammad and God, and the revelations would come in fragments, which would make up the Quran. At first, Muhammad was confused by his experience. He told his wife Khadija what had happened, and she believed him. Next, Khadija told Muhammad's story to a Meccan Christian who said that Muhammad was the prophet of his people, that he had been approached by the same spiritual force with whom Moses, the great leader of the Jews, had communicated. While asleep, the angel Gabriel took Muhammad on a supernatural journey to Jerusalem, where he met Abraham, Moses, and Jesus. After leading them in prayer, Gabriel took him to visit heaven. Muhammad later recited this experience to Christians who confirmed his description of the topography of Jerusalem. Muhammad was now convinced that God had indeed chosen him for a special mission. Opposition and rejection. In 613, Muhammad began preaching in Mecca, but won few supporters. For the first 3 years, the new religion was simply a private matter. Though Islam would soon develop into a complex religion with many doctrines, rituals, and traditions, during these early days, Muhammad's message was simple and direct. Muhammad was a prophet of the one, true God, Allah, who created and ruled the universe. All must praise and worship Allah. All believers were equal in the eyes of Allah, and the rich should share with the poor. There is a coming judgment day when all mankind would be judged and assigned an afterlife by Allah. Muhammad expected Christians and Jews to accept him as the latest of God's prophets, the final extension of their monotheistic beliefs. When acceptance did not come, Muhammad was greatly disappointed. Arab polytheists simply did not take him seriously in a society of many faiths and gods. Slowly, Muhammad won Meccan converts, and relations between the prophet and the pagan Meccans deteriorated as he verbally attacked idol worshippers and pilgrims who visited various deities at the Kaaba. The Hijra. In the year 622, tribesmen from Yathrib met Muhammad at a fair where he was preaching. They embraced Muhammad for 2 reasons. First, the Jews of Yathrib had familiarized them with the idea of the coming of a prophet. Second, they thought Muhammad, as a religious figure, might unite the people of Yathrib and provide a solution to their communal strife. Muhammad immediately ordered his followers to leave Mecca and immigrate to Yathrib. Muhammad's immigration to Yathrib is called the Hijra. Muhammad's followers were called believers or Muslims. The literal meaning of Muslim is one who submits to God. The root of the word believer is submission, Islam, which became the name of Muhammad's religion. Following the Hijra, Yathrib became known as Medina, the Arabic word for city, as in the city of the Prophet. The Hijra marked the start of a new chapter in the history of humanity, as the political reign of Islam had begun. The Ummah. Muhammad founded the Ummah, the Islamic community, with God as the sovereign and Muhammad as the political authority. Religion and the power of the state were combined as one. Muhammad was the spiritual leader, chief judge, and lawgiver of the Ummah. It was not Muhammad's military position that led men to accept him as leader, but his prophethood and religious status. The political and legal authority was accepted only because of its religious basis. This would become the basis for Islamic government and loyalties of Muslims for centuries to come.